from the incredible South Point Bowling Plaza in Vegas. We're here for the title matches of today's Mojave Doubles Classic Tournament. Well, extremely high scores all day long. We'll see what we get here in the Scratch Division title match as top seed Cortez Schenk and Chris Prather teaming up to take on the Vegas combo of Eric Hatchett and Alex Watanabe. Eric and Alex have climbed the ladder to get this far, and it has not been easy, and the luck of what is on the front of their shirts, we'll show you in a second, has really been helping them out in this step ladder. Right now, Prather shooting in the 6th frame already, covering a lot of boards and striking there to maintain a 9-pin lead, which Alex can erase if he can strike over here on lane 50. Baker format in the step ladder, which is essentially alternating frames, so one teammate does the odd frames, the other teammate does the even frames. So this comes down to the 10th frame. It's going to be Alex throwing the do-or-die shot. Alex, a 2-time champion back in his JBT career. He's just aged out recently, 1 singles and 1 doubles title. So he's looking to double his doubles titles with a win here. And this to tie up the match. And wow, he walks away from it. Alex, I think in his own self-evaluation, has been all over the place, but it hasn't mattered today, as you had about 3 boards to hit today, and they all had black triangles on them, wide open. The reason we had this pattern, High Street, today, is Matthew Adrania won a golden ticket at the TPC banquet, and he got, among other things, to choose the pattern at any tournament he wanted. Here's Hatchett. Down a bit. He chose this tournament, he chose High Street, and knowing the scoring pace would be like it was, and it was through the roof. Plus 225 scratch cut, so divide that in half because it's doubles, that's still plus 110 and change per pair, per person, through only 4 games in the qualifying round. Schenk stand left, throw right, just like everybody else, and watch the pins dance. The only thing that's gone wrong, except for 1 7 count, has been bad breaks. We've already had a stone 8, a stone 9, and a stone 7 in this match. Hope someone doesn't complete the back row with the stone 10. Schenk on his way to Wichita at the end of the following season. Chris, a graduate of Wichita State, the bowling powerhouse of the universe. Double dribble there. Doesn't matter though, as he gets the 9-pin to fall. Using a ton of side rotation. One of his A games. Over the handicap division, Kirk Chui and Dawson Reese are going to take on Sorrell and Jeremy Cardenas, who have dominated this tournament like no other. We'll talk more about them when we get into their match. We're heading already into the tail end of the Scratch Division. This is Watanabe up in the 8th frame. Trails, same situation since they've done nothing but strike since. Trails by 9, can even it up. That's a good ball. Well, it checks up. Wow. The only 2 big mistakes have been by Watanabe in this match, and they've both been on high hits. 3-6-10 in the 4th, and now 3 6s here in the 8th. And now he's just going to be praying that the rest of the events of this match give him another chance in the 10th frame to redeem himself. But first things first, cover up this spare. She does. Look at those shirts. First good look at the shirts. Look at these shirts, kids. That is a unicorn, that's a rainbow, there's some clovers going on. I'm not sure exactly what was going on. We had some great uniforms today. Marguerite and Sam Evans, Marguerite Evans and Sam Cosby finished 3rd in handicap wearing some pretty cool shirts. Well, striking the 9th, they can max for 237. Schenk and Prather going at a 228 pace. Eric and Alex tied the first match of the Scratch Step Ladder at 214 after Trevor Thompson looked like he doubled to beat him, but left a church on the fill ball. And then they took advantage for the tiebreaker win. Then they got past Paul Collier and Josh Emmett by only 10 pins, 207 to 197. Then 261 to 247 against... No, there's the 10 against Johnny Petraglia Jr. and Sergio Torres. Johnny bowled the East Coast JBT way back when I was finishing up my own JBT career, so we've come a little full circle today. You know that he's Petraglia when he bowls too. He's so much fun to watch bowl. Just a spitting image of his world-class father. So we've had the whole back row between the two teams. That wasn't a ringing 10 though, that was just a flat 10. And we got ourselves a match going in this 10th frame. And here we are, both bowlers on a day where we've had nothing but strikes all day. If both 10th frame bowlers strike out, we tie at 237. That would be exciting. Oh, another double dribble, and that time it doesn't work for him. When the ball double dribbles like that, sometimes it won't pick up the roll correctly because obviously it's airborne from over 6 inches. I mean, it seems logical. And that's doubly bad because they were the team that was on a spare, so he also loses the count in that scenario. It's going to be really hard for them to win this match now. But what would help their cause immensely is if he can convert this 2-4-10. He's a great spare shooter. He loves it. Oh, he loved it off his hand, but it didn't get it. And now they just need 9 on 2 balls. 9 pins on 2 balls is a winner. 8 pins on 2 balls, and we still have a tie. That was yes, that's 20 years of experience right there. Barely even talked about Tez in this match. Of course, he's got a title right now in all 4 out of our 5 conferences, and that one's way wide to the right. Wow. Well, the best possible result in that shot was exactly what he left, the 1-2. That almost went in the gutter, for crying out loud. Wowee. Couldn't be any luckier to leave a 1-2 on that. That could have been a 5-count washout. It could have been a gutter ball. Instead, all he has to do is touch either of these pins and he wins while staying behind the foul line. My goodness gracious, what a wacky end on a day where we've had nothing but strikes. He's going to leave a 1-2, and it's most likely going to be good enough, but let's see. He is going to touch the 1-2 and earn the title. My goodness. What they need to do now is go immediately to a tailor, get some collars on those shirts, and get a name on the back so they can never wear anything but that shirt again in JBT, because that is the luckiest shirt I've ever seen. He does need 6. I guess we're still counting our horses a little bit. What's happened already in this stepladder, we told you about. Trevor Thompson left the Greek church on his football. If he throws it the same way again, he might get 3. Still needs 7 pins to win. Oh boy! He got 6! I can't believe it! What just happened? The crowd! Why did he do that? I can't believe it. He went spare 6 on his fill ball. He ties the match at 213. It's going to be a 1-shot roll-up. I'm going to explain to the bowlers what just happened right there. That's one of the wildest moments in our history. Let's see if they can get lucky again. This is the weirdest finals ever. No. Go straight at it. But just not at that, you know. It just went to there. Oh yeah.
Tez and Chris are the higher seed. They've elected to go first on the right-hand lane. Whichever one of them wants will follow them on the right-hand lane. If they tie, the order stays the same. The lane will flip-flop, and you can change bowlers at any time.
One of the wackiest situations there. That's the exact same thing that happened in the first match. Tez is the higher seeded team. He elected to go first and have him bowl this 1-shot roll off on the right-hand lane. And there's the ringing 10 that we missed from the rest of the back row. So in this match alone, we've had our stone 7, stone 8, stone 9, and stone 10. And now, for a team that just cannot find a way to lose, no matter how hard they try, they have another chance to win this match. And they're going to let Alex bowl, even though Alex was, well, obviously shaky in his 10th frame. He's also the only one that knows what's going on in the right-hand lane. Eric hasn't had a shot on the left-hand lane, maybe this whole stepladder, depending on the order they chose. So I think it's the correct move having Alex bowl this, but let's see, can he redeem himself in the biggest way? No, he can't do it. That is heartbreaking for Watanabe. You gotta feel bad for him. Oh. And the rainbow has ended. Yeah, I guess that explains the straight ball and the fill ball, I guess. In one of the most bizarre endings you will ever see in a bowling match. Again, let the lesson be not to count the chickens. It's 9-6 in the roll-off. Cortez is a 71-time champion. Chris Prather can be in our tournament champions for the rest of his life if he wants, and Alex is going to need counseling. My goodness gracious. Well, hopefully we'll have just as an exciting finish in handicap. Stay tuned for part 2. I don't know if we can top it. We'll try to equal it. Holy Toledo.